G'day, I'm Steve. Hey, this is Wonderful World of Woodworking for Carbatec. Now comes the bit when I wear the other mask, because I don't want to be breathing this dust. And I'll start with 100 grit and work my way up to 400, and then I'll start going wet and dry. I bring it back to about 600. I don't know if that's good or bad, but that's what I like. Okay, that's to 100 grit, and make sure you've got equal scratches all the way over. And then when you have, go up to the next grit. I'm going to 150, I think. Yep, 150. And it seems to me my mask needs to be charged. I'll use this, and I hope I can still talk underneath this. It's not ideal, I would much prefer the mask, but this will do. And when I stop this, you'll see it's not as bad at 220 as it was at 100. Because all you're doing initially, your first sanding, doesn't matter what you're doing, your first sanding is always to get it smooth. All the other sandings after that are to get rid of the sanding marks from the sandpaper before. Okay, now I think I've got 240. We'll stop that and have a look. Yeah, that's not looking too bad. Now this is 240. See, we can see more definition there and those scratches are going less. Now 320. And 400. All right. At this stage, I go back to the skew, take the end off and finish shaping the egg. I might actually polish that before I do this. All I'm going to use there is a little bit of beeswax. And you're using a cloth, have it in your hand like that, so if it does pull away, just pull straight out of your hand. And don't have any loose threads hanging around. Much safer. Yeah, that's looking all right. Okay, now we'll take this part off here. So that's now finished. Just going to clean this off. Again, negative rake, using it as a scraper. Let's see how that looks. That's pretty good, and the hole's gone from the end. So now, basically just on that end, quickly go through the papers again, just to smooth it all out. Don't have to go all the way down here, but just on that little top section. And there you go. Now I'll move on to wet and dry. And I'll start with 400. And then I'll go 600, 800. I'll go up to 1,000. And then I'll go to micro pads, which I'll show you in a tick. You can't help getting the timber that's actually in the egg wet. It's just one of those things. I might even turn that down. Okay, that's 605, 600 is nice. Again, not much pressure. Just working this slurry that I'm building up here. That's good to get into the mix. And even after your first run with 400, you'll really be impressed and amazed at what it's starting to look like. There you go. Now we'll go 600. And 1,000, it's going to be looking pretty nice, I think. There you go. That's at 1,000. You can see the glitter, everything happening in there. This is when I go over to micro pads, set them up in the colours that are arranged on this sheet, and then just put them at the end of your lathe. When you get up into the over 2,000, really, there's not that much difference. All right, that's 3,600. We'll go straight to 6,000. And this is 12,000, which I don't think I've ever used before in my life, but there you go. That looks pretty spectacular, I reckon. I'm going to put a little bit of this that I've used before. This is good stuff, Glow. This is mainly for the timber side. So I want to get that into the timber. And then I've got some acrylic polish. So we'll see how that goes. A bit of Glow on there. We'll see how it looks on the plastic actually before we go any further too. Okay, try not, this is a friction polish. So you do have to put pressure, but be careful how much pressure because you haven't got anything supporting your egg. See, that looks pretty special, I think. I'll try a little bit of this acrylic polish and we'll see what it does. Well, I reckon that's pretty darn nice. Now we've just got to part it off. This is the part where everything can come unstuck. No, it'll be good. It'll be good. And there you have one dragon's egg all finished. Looking forward to seeing you again very, very soon. I think next time I'm actually going to make a native beehive and it'll be in the other workshop and it will be live because all the cameras will work. So until then, if you like this channel, please hit the subscribe button for Carbatec, and if you need anything woodworking-ish, give Carbatec a ring or check them out online, carbatec.com.au.